Kia ora, I'm Sherry Kinnear and these are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. The government has made moves to relax our COVID-19 restrictions in the coming weeks, but it's too little too late for those in the events and music industry. From Saturday, outdoor gathering limits will be scrapped and indoor gatherings can increase from 100 to 200. New Zealand Promoters Association President Brett Eccles says the indoor restrictions are too small to make concerts viable for them.
Any shows that we're looking at in May most likely won't go ahead because we just have no certainty and not enough lead-in to be able to make those shows work.
Meanwhile, there's potential some unvaccinated people who lost their jobs due to the mandates may get them back. All vaccine mandates will be removed except for workforces related to health and disability, aged care, corrections and the border. An employment lawyer says mounting a legal case claiming losing a job was unfair because of the subsequent changes to the rules is unlikely to fly, but there might be other avenues. Michael O'Brien says some employers are having difficulty recruiting good quality people.
So it may well be that the employers are turning to employees who've let go and ask a question about them coming back.
Evacuations are continuing in the North Island's flood-ravaged east coast. The Gisborne region is set to be in for a grim few days with more wet weather forecast and a state of emergency and red heavy rain warning still in place. A fault near Wairoa has left hundreds of homes without power and sections of State Highway 2 and State Highway 35 are closed. Drinking water is safe to consume, but surface water should be treated as contaminated. Skyrocketing freight costs seem to be more concerning for businesses than general inflation. Finance Minister Grant Robertson is signalling a 2.5% rise in inflation if the Russian invasion of Ukraine lasts a year. Auckland Business Chamber Chief Executive Michael Barnett says businesses are reasonably positive because Robertson expects inflation will fall again afterwards. But he says pre-pandemic, exporters paid $1,100 to send a container to China.
Today it's about $9,500. Somebody's going to have to pay for that, and the extent to which they are is what's frightening most markets.
A two-day summit will be held to focus on rebuilding tourism post-COVID. Otago University will run its fourth annual Tourism Policy School event starting today. The virtual event is open to the public for the first time, with its opening address to be delivered by Tourism Minister Stuart Nash. And in world news, one of two black boxes from the China Eastern plane crash has been found, but is in severely damaged condition. And it's not yet clear whether it's the flight data recorder or the cockpit voice recorder. Recovering the black boxes is key to figuring out what caused the crash as investigators search for clues into why the jetliner dived suddenly and crashed into a mountain on Monday. And those are the latest New Zealand Herald headlines. For more and to stay up to date, head to nzherald.co.nz. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.